Hey guys, it's Kristen. I was just wanting to kind of catch up with you guys. It's been about a week since my last video, and I apologize for that. My life has been nuts the last week and a half. But I did want to share some things that have happened to me within the last week and a half. And the first one I want to share has to do with my assessment with my nutritionist. I was able to meet with him this last Monday, and I told him some stuff that I was doing, and he was like, that's awesome. You know, there's a lot of really good things that you're doing. Keep it up. That's great. But then there were a few things that he was like, but we do need to change a few of your things that you're doing. So one of the things that I had started about 6 to 10 weeks ago was intermittent fasting. And if you haven't heard of intermittent fasting, I apologize, but I'm going to have to make that video at a later date so I can get into like a lot of detail. The general gist of it is you eat for X amount of hours and you fast for everything else. So I was intermittent fasting every day for 6 to 10 weeks. And I would start eating at noon, and I would continue eating like my regulated meals and counting calories during that time until 8 p.m. After 8, I didn't eat. I would fast until noon the next day. And I was doing the intermittent fasting, like I said, every day. Well, he let me know that for a male to do intermittent fasting every day, that's totally cool. But for a female, they really need to throw off the body more to help the metabolism, or help their metabolism not become stagnant and get used to it. So he wanted me to throw it off course every once in a while. So now I intermittent fast like every other day. And it throws the body off, causing it to burn more calories, or for the metabolism to just increase a little bit more. So that is something that I've started in the last week and a half. And also, I started on the ketogenic diet. Okay, for those of you who don't know what the ketogenic diet is, once again, I apologize, but I'll have to touch base on that in another video because I'm obsessed with that, and I could keep talking about the ketogenic diet for days. So, well, I'll just make a really long video on that later. But the gist of the ketogenic diet is the main goal is high fat, medium protein, low carb. The end. Okay. I started this diet exactly a week and a half ago, and I have loved every minute of it. My first week, I lost 5 pounds. This last half week, I've lost like 2.6, almost 3 pounds. And I love it. Here's my drawback. This is what I'm dealing with right now. I've told that with the ketogenic diet, we go through a thing called the keto flu. And the keto flu is just when your body's not acting right. It's basically going through withdrawals from carbs, and your stomach starts acting funny, your intestines start doing some crazy stuff, your gallbladder becomes questionable, and everything that you put in your mouth tastes amazing, but you just feel like it's not doing anything real good for your intestines because you can't go to the restroom. And so for the last like 4 to 5 days, that's what I've been dealing with. A lot of intestinal problems. And I've been told that I can get over this hump, so I got some stuff and I've been working on it. And my thing is like, I love the ketogenic diet. I love the results that I'm getting. I really don't want this to affect my progress or me staying on this particular, I don't even like calling it a diet. I'm sorry. I just realized I called it a diet again. Lifestyle change. Sorry. I don't want it to interfere with the rest of my life. And right now, the last couple days, it has been interfering with my life. And I hate that. But like I've been told, we work past it. I'll get over the hump, and then I'll be, for lack of a better phrase, smooth sailing. Oh, but I'm cheating. Okay. Anyway, so I've so stupid. But I started with the change with the intermittent fasting, and then I started with the ketogenic diet. or my lifestyle change, the ketogenic lifestyle change. But I also had started out filling out this lovely book whenever I was started exercising like hardcore. It's a little notebook, little journal, and I would write down when I would get to the gym, when I would leave the gym, and everything I did at the gym. I love this book. I carry this book around with me everywhere. But I felt like I still didn't have a place to like log all the water that I drink, because I drink like 7 or 8 of these a day, full of water, and I had nowhere to log exactly how much water I was drinking, and you know, how much protein I was getting in, and all that stuff, like to actually see it. And I mean, I have an app on my phone. It's called Nutrition X, which I love that app more than many things. It has where I can log all of my food. It tells me how many calories I took in. I mean, it's your basic fitness app. You know, I mean, you can log everything into it. You put your weight in, put your exercises that you did. Not as specifically as writing it down, but it does help out. And I had tried many other fitness apps before where you can log in foods and all that jazz, but I just wasn't impressed with a lot of the other ones, and so I like Nutrition X. Now, please note that anything that I talk about right now in this video is not sponsored. They are just personal preferences of mine. So I have that app. I utilize it every day. It shows red on a calendar whenever I've like done awful that day, or it shows different shades of green depending on how well I did that day. So it's really cool to see that calendar fill up entirely dark green, because then I know I'm doing really well. But anyway, so I do have that app. I had this for weight, or for working out. But I got this nifty little planner. It's not even little. This guy. It's called My Get Fit Planner, and you can get this on Etsy. I will log, or not log, that's what I do in here, I log things. I will put the website where I got this from down below so you guys can check it out. I believe it was not that expensive. I want to say it's like $24 or something. But I've been looking for a planner for so long, and I tried just looking everywhere, and there was nothing that like really had everything that I wanted in it, that I wanted to be able to do with it. And then this came with everything I wanted to be able to do with it, plus a few little extras. So I really like this. So it has, one of my favorite things is where I can actually sit down and figure out exactly what my goals are. What my goals are now, what I'm willing to do to obtain those goals, where I see myself in 6 weeks, 6 months, a year, because this is a monthly planner, or not a monthly planner, it's a full year, and it breaks it down monthly, weekly, and then daily. So I really, really like this planner a whole lot, and I'm going to dive a little deeper into it because that's how much I like it. One of the very first pages is very informational. It is a 100-calorie guide to your basic foods that you typically will utilize every day. There's no brand specific about this. There's not like Chester's hot fries on here. There's probably just hot fries. Like nothing brand specific. It's all just very general. But it tells you exactly what the food is, how many ounces of that food equals 100 calories or how many grams, and then roughly about how many cups that equals out to be. Now this is roughly 100, so it might be 90 calories or it might be 110 calories. It's just a rough estimate, but I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty close, and I really like that. That helps out a lot. Now, being on the ketogenic diet, I probably won't use half of these things, just because I don't eat over half of these things. But anyway, I still think it's really cool. Then at the beginning of you actually filling out stuff, it has photo time. So with this one, you can actually take a photo of yourself right at that moment of starting the diet, or you can use a picture of how you used to look, and then that's your goal of where you want to be. So it's a motivational picture, or from where you are starting to get you away from that. Then over here, it breaks everything down weekly. So every several pages, you'll have a new weekly journal. This is where you can fill out what your goals are specifically for that week. You can make challenges for yourself. You can write down just stuff about your life that's happening that may cause interference or may encourage you more, you know, or whatever, something like that. And then we go on to the weekly meal, I believe this, yeah, the weekly meal plan. So it breaks down 5 separate meals that you can have: breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack 1, snack 2. I utilize the breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then snack 1 is like my snack in the morning, and then the next one is my PM snack. But it breaks it up day by day throughout the week. And so you can write down, you know, if I didn't have a meal, I would just put an X there and then write down exactly what I ate and how many calories were in each meal. You can do it like this, but I'm pretty sure the whole purpose of this is to like plan ahead. So I just wrote down exactly what I ate. So I'm going to start like on Sunday filling out for the next week what I plan on having on Monday. So then I can go shopping for those supplies, because I kind of just flew by the seat of my pants with this. But anyway, so it breaks it down weekly for you. But then it gets even cooler because now you can actually go to your workout tracker. And your workout tracker breaks it down day by day, what you do in the gym and what your main focus is, how long were you there, and then it has where you can actually fill out what workouts you actually did. So instead of me having this little doodad, now I have like a legit place to put everything, and I can just fill all this out. I can go back and be like, well, I didn't go on Tuesday, so guess where I need to go today, you know, or something like that. Or I can see, you know, maybe what days I worked harder than I did other days, because it does have an option where you can select if it was a hard workout, moderate workout, or extreme, or easy. I mean, like, it has a lot of options there, and you do that daily. And then at the very end of the week, it has where you can write down what your weight is at the end of the week, and what your body fat percentage is now compared to what it was last week, and your inches on your chest, your wrist, your waist compared to what it was last week. It's pretty cool. I like how accurate that is, or, you know, how much information it can hold there. Then it breaks it down meal by meal. So day by day, meal by meal. So like meal 1, it has an option where you can put in how many fats you've had, how many carbs you've had, and how many protein. I like that option, so I can see exactly where I need to pull more fat grams in based on the time of the day. And then it has what time did you actually eat the meal, how many total calories in the entire meal, what was your mood, you know, were you sad, were you happy, and then, you know, levels in between. And then then the next one is like your level of hunger, if you were not hungry at all or starving. And they break it down for you. And then at the very end of the day, it has down here, did you eat your fruits? How many servings of fruits? Well, I don't eat fruit. I mean, an avocado is technically considered a fruit, so I count that as a fruit. And then there's the broccoli, which signifies vegetables, and that kind of stuff. And then it has a water option where you can log how much water you get. So I'm satisfied because I have somewhere to put all my water, even though I fill up the X's every time, because I have like 1,000 X's that I fill up, because each one of these signifies 8 ounces of water, and I drink well over that. But then it also has how many protein. Well, I'm high fat, moderate protein, so I typically fill up my protein. There's been a few days where I was a little low, but there's that. And then if you take vitamins, and then did you nail your diet today, and circle yeah if you were strict to it and this is all you had. So I really like this. I really, really, really like this book. I'm really glad I got this one. At the very end of it, it has you made it here. So you'll take a picture of yourself at the end of the year and then post it here, so you have a before and an after picture, and you can see all of your success. And I love it, because I'm excited to put my picture there. But anyway, so those are the major things that happened to me within the last like week and a half in regards to the diet stuff, working on my journey. And if you guys have any questions or anything like that at all, feel free to comment. I do respond to all of my comments, so if you do have any comments, please leave them. Also, like, share, and please subscribe.